Hello everyone, welcome back to Kiran's English Hub. So in this video we will go through the degree final year Sem 5 Unit 1 grammar part, that is framing questions. So let us go through the kinds of questions first that you have in your textbook. In this on the screen I have only written different types and a very brief explanation of them, and in the exercise we'll discuss more about that. Look at the first kind of question, that is information questions. Information questions are also called as WH questions, right? So that's why I have given in the bracket as WH questions, because they are used to gather the information from the listeners. So the speaker asks WH what, who, why, where, who, whose, whom, this type of questions, and he gathers the information. So that is why they are called as information questions. So these questions begin with who, what, where, how much, and so on. Some information is given in response. In response, in the sense, in answer, let us say, what is your name? Right. So the what is information you get from the listener or from the speaker? If you ask me the same question, I would say, my name is Kiran. So this is how I respond. I gather the information. Next type is yes or no questions. Are you a teacher? So here the response to such questions may be affirmative. Affirmative in the sense positive. Positive means saying yes, I am a teacher. If you want to say no, you can also say no, that is negative answer, that is negative response. So you can say no, I am not a teacher. So first type is information questions, second type is yes or no questions, and the third type here is alternative questions. Alternative questions in the sense alternate, that or this, that is the meaning for the word alternate. And here in the alternative questions types, we have this question C: do you like teaching or administration? This or that? Do you want ice cream or do you want sweet? Okay, so do you want ice cream or sweet? This is alternative. So alternative questions are used with the word or, as you can see, and they cannot be answered with yes or no. Here you have to use a full sentence to give the answer. Okay, for example, if I ask you, do you like teaching or administration? Here you cannot say yes or no. Instead, you have to say, and I like administration, or I like teaching. Or you can also say, no, I don't like administration, I like teaching, or I don't like teaching, I like administration. So this is how full sentences must be given in response. Next, tag questions. Teaching is a noble profession, isn't it? Tag questions are nothing but the questions which have in this format, and I recommend these questions as the important one for your SEM examination. Okay, so question tags might be asked in the examination. So teaching is a noble profession is the statement, and to that statement you will get a question as a short one like a tag. So that is called as question tag. We'll look at the forms of or the structures of framing question tags in the exercises in detail. So one statement or one rule that you have to remember here is, if the statement is in affirmative, the tag is in the negative. If the statement is in affirmative, in the sense, if the statement is in positive, the question tag would result in negative. For example, you are a student, and the question tag here is aren't you? So are becomes aren't, and you as it is used. Look at the next one. If the statement is in negative, the tag is in affirmative. See here, you are not a bad student. So you are not is already negative. So you have to change it into positive. When you change aren't into positive, it is used as are. Aren't changes into are in positive. Next, you can be used as it is. Next, look at this exercise 1. In exercise 1, you have frame questions to elicit the following answers. These are all the answers. You have to frame the questions to get these answers. He is my friend. When do you get this answer? You have to note down the answers, okay? I'm not going to write down on the screen. Please note down the questions in your textbook or in your notebook. He is my friend. Okay, when do you get this answer? Who is he? He is my friend. So the question here is, who is he? Next one. It is an audiobook. What is the question that you can frame here? What is it? What is it? It is an audiobook. Next, it's Thursday. What day is it? What day is it? It is Thursday, or it's Thursday. English is my favorite subject. What is the question that you can use here? We have to use WH question again. Okay, these are all the informative questions, okay, that you have to frame. Which is your favorite subject? Your answer can be English is my favorite subject, or mathematics is my favorite subject, or commerce is my favorite subject. Next, I would like to become an astronaut. So what is the question that you can ask here? What would you like to become in the future, or what would you like to become? I want to become an astronaut. Next one, I study in New Ideas College. Okay, so here we are speaking about the place. So the question starts with where? Where do you study? Next one, it is near Charminar is the answer. What is the question that you can frame here? Where is it? It is near Charminar. Next one, I joined last year. What is the question that you have start? When did you join your graduation? I joined last year. Next, I go by bus. How do you question here? How do you take, or how do you go to your house? I go by bus. I am 18 years old. How old are you? I am 18 years old. So if you can see all these words on the screen, these are all WH questions. That means informative questions which you can use to get the information from the people, right? Next, let us move to exercise 2. Frame the questions to elicit the following answers. Okay, so again you have to frame the questions here, again to get the answers which are already there. Answers are given on the screen already. You have to frame the questions. My college is about 10 kilometers from home. What is the word that you can use here? You can use, how far is your college from home? You can say my college is about 10 kilometers from home. Next, I spent rupees 30 every day on transport. What is the question that you can ask here? How much? Because it is money, right? So you could say, how much do you spend every day on transport? Next one, I go to the playground once a week. What is the question here? How often do you go to playground? This is F. Okay, how often do you go to playground? I go to playground once a week. Next one, I play football. What do you play? Here you can directly go with what question. What do you play? I play football. Next one, so I play quite well. So when do you get this answer? If you can ask, how do you play cricket, or how do you play football? I play quite well. Next, I have been playing for the last 3 years. What is the question that you can get here? How long? How long have you been playing? How long have you been playing? I have been playing for the last 3 years. Next, the one with number 10 is my jersey. Okay, what is the question that you can ask here? Which is your jersey? The one with number 10 is my jersey. Next, I like Ronaldo the most. What is the question that you can ask here? Whom do you like the most? Whom do you like the most? I like Ronaldo the most, because this is a person that we are speaking about, right? Now let us move to the next one here. Yes, I would love to meet him. Okay, so what is the question that we can frame here? Do you love to meet him, or you can also say do you like to meet him, or you can also say do you want to meet him. Okay, all of this can be said. Do you love to meet him, do you want to meet him, or do you like to meet him? So the answer can be yes, I would love to meet him. Next, yes or no questions, these are. Okay, no, I don't watch cricket. So what is the question that you can frame here? Do you watch cricket? You could answer here saying yes, I watch cricket, or you can also say no, I don't watch cricket. Next one. Yes, I used to play cricket when I was in school. Okay. What is the question? Did you play? Did you play cricket when you were a kid? Or did you play cricket when you were in school? Or did you have habit of playing cricket? All these questions can be framed here. Okay. Next. I prefer to play football. What do you play? If you can ask this question, you can get the answer as this: I prefer to play football. Okay. Next one, let us move to exercise 3 here. This is important one, as I had told you in the beginning of our ED video. So this is important. So please note it down. You might get this part for the examination point. Okay. Look at this. Add question tag to the following statement. Seema sings well. What is the hidden helping verb that you have here? Hidden helping verb that you have here is does. Okay. So immediately you should get the helping verb as doesn't. The answer must be doesn't, and she can be used as Seema can be used as she. Remember, my dear students, in question tags, when you are using the subject, you cannot use noun form as it is. Instead, you have to convert that into pronoun. Okay. So doesn't she is the answer there. Next, did he not go to college? Only consider this. He did not. Right. So the statement is in already negative. Okay. So you have to change it into positive. When you change this into positive, what you will get? Did he? That's it. You just have to remove not. So that is your answer. Did he? Next. She is suffering from fever. Just wait. She is suffering from fever. Okay. So here, if you can look out, she and his is given. So is in positive, so you have to change that into negative. Isn't, not is not. You cannot use long form again. You have to use only short form. Isn't she? Okay. Next one. He doesn't swim well. He doesn't swim well. Doesn't is already given, the statement is in negative, so you have to change that into positive. Doesn't, if you change that into positive, that becomes does, and he can be written as it is. Okay. Next one. They are celebrating their victory. They is the subject, are is the helping verb. Only have to consider subject and helping verb. So you have to change are into negative, so that becomes aren't. Okay. So the subject you can write as it is. They becomes they. Aren't they is the answer for this. They are celebrating. Okay. Next one. Gautam should buy this book. Gautam should buy this book. Should is given, you have to change that into negative. Should becomes shouldn't. Okay. So Gautam, it changes into he. You cannot use Gautam and Gautam as it is. Gautam changes into he. So shouldn't he is the correct answer. Next one. Yeah. The next question here is he can walk very fast, or he can walk fast. Gautam, the sentence is already over. Need not to go through that again. He can walk fast. Okay. Only consider subject and verb, helping verb. So can becomes can't, and he remains as he. So he can becomes can't he. Next one. She would like this gift. Would is already there. You have to change it into wouldn't. Okay. And she remains as she only. Wouldn't she is your answer. Next. They had their lunch. What is the subject and verb here? They and had. You have to change into had into negative, that becomes hadn't, and they can be used as it is. Hadn't they is the question tag. Next one. She will listen to you. This is where most of the students make mistake. How do you change will into negative? You cannot say will not. Okay. So when you change will into negative, you will get this one, won't. Okay, she is already given, so you can say won't she. Next one. They don't go to the market often. So the statement is in already negative. Don't is given. So don't, if you change that into question tag into positive, so do will be given instead of don't, and they can be used as it is. Do they is the question tag. Next one. You paint well. Paint is verb form 1, that means do is already there. So you have to change that into negative. So when you change it into negative, don't will be given and you can be used as it is. When you do not have the helping verbs, see here you have helping verb, helping verb, helping verb, helping verb, and helping verb. But in this case, you do not have helping verb. So there you have to finalize the sentence looking at the verbs. So you paint well in the sense paint is verb form 1. Verb form 1 in the sense the statement is in the simple present. Simple present tense you have helping verb of do. So the statement is in positive. You don't have negative. If the statement is in negative, you will get this type of sentence. What is that? You don't paint well. That is the sentence you would get. Okay, you don't paint well. So if you have you don't paint well sentence, you can directly say do you. Okay, but the statement is in positive. In this type of positive statements, these helping verbs are not seen. You paint well. That means you do paint well. So do changes into don't, and you can be used as it is. Don't you? Got it. So that is how you have to understand. You have to answer the question tags. Okay, students. So with this framing question topic, we end this whole video. And in the next video, we'll come up with the next topic. Until then, see you.